Hi there, my name is Shei Shubayo, and this video is basically the things you learn from the December 22nd seminar, okay? And apologies, my daughter is at the background. You might hear her voice. I am so sorry about that. I just need to record this video. I've been looking for a chance too. So without further ado, now this seminar strictly is about Canada and US, all right? There are secrets, either you like it or not. There are secrets. In fact, that you have a visa to Canada or US does not mean you are free from this seminar. So if you are planning to live in either of these countries, I can hear Melinda's voice. I don't know. So this seminar, like I was saying, is basically for you if you want to live in either Canada or US. Okay, I'll take my time to break it down. The things you need to know, it is not from hearsay, all right? I've been doing this thing full time since 2013, full time. April 2013 was when I had my first seminar at OPIC Plaza, all right? And just this December 1st, we had like 132 people in attendance for the general travel and tour. So these are the things you will, among many other things. Okay, I'll just start with, normal blah, blah, blah about me. So the highlights, I'm going to talk about Federal Skilled Worker Program. I'm going to talk about the Canadian Student Visa and Scholarship. Okay, now, for the sake of, giving you tips ahead, forget scholarship if you're applying for undergraduate visa, undergraduate degree rather. So there are scholarships, right? But then we really don't put in much time for that because it is hard to come by, all right? But you can get tuition cuts as well. Okay, and I'll be sharing a long list of programs you can apply to for your tuition cut, either undergraduate or graduate. So I've been talking about this Canadian Express Entry with figures. So if you are less than the age of 35, you're dreaming of living and working in Canada, then this is for you. So I'm going to talk about living and succeeding in Canada. It is not just about earning $20 per hour, all right? There are some things you truly do not know, you need to know. People there, they will not tell you. That is why I said this particular seminar, I am not recording it. I am not recording it. So, you're going to learn about this Canadian Spouse Open Work Permit. There's this work permit that I've been promoting. Okay, I can even write about it in this mail that you'll be reading today or thereabout. You might have read about it. So, if the husband gets the work permit to travel to Canada, after a few months, you can actually apply for your spouse and your kids to come meet you. It will be very easy and it's cost effective. Okay, I don't know if you are hearing Melinda's voice, but I can hear it loud and clear. Okay, so I'm going to talk about giving birth in Canada and actually the right time to go about this whole thing, this giving birth of a thing. And now there's a secret about either giving birth in Canada or giving birth in US. All right, I'm talking about both. Giving birth in Canada and USA. Now, that your friend used a particular doctor 6 months ago does not mean that doctor is good for you now. Okay, so I've seen situations whereby people will refuse visa based on the doctor that they decided to use. Because if the doctor you decided to use has any criminal conviction, has anything like, let's say, 24 hours before your interview, that doctor is gone. I mean, your interview is gone. They will not issue it. So you have to be very, very careful. There's a way to go about it. Either for Canada, Canada is submission, right? So for USA, you have to be very, very careful. There's a way you check this whole thing to make sure that whichever doctor you are using for your child's birth is still under contract. Like it's not such person has not been banned. All right. I'm going to talk about the provincial nominee program. Manitoba is so popular. People say you need to have a family member there. There are so many ways to having a family member, actually, which is legal, right? But you do not know. And the embassy does not want you to know. But I am here, all right, to make you know, to make you understand what you need to do, how to go about it, how to establish the relationship. Forget about surname now. Forget about your mothers, uncles, brothers, nephew, cousins, blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to tell you how to go about it, all right? Now, when we talk about Canadian work permit, there's a popular one that is going on now, which I'm also promoting. So I'll be talking about it as well at the seminar. So I'm going to tell you how to actually do it on your own. I won't spend more than 30 minutes on that. But then that is where you now realize that these things are not actually easy. It's not actually easy the way the embassy puts it. Alright? So, but it's gonna be easy because you are following someone who knows the right way and how you can go about it. So once you follow me bumper to bumper, trust me, I am going to make it easy for you. I'm going to tell you what to do. And apart from getting visa, like I do repeat, it's not just about getting visa. There are some things you need to be aware of. Just this, let's say a few minutes ago, before coming online, okay, before coming to record this video, I received a message. I'm trying to bring up the message on my phone. Maybe I can read it, but I have to protect the person who sent in the message. So now, okay, the basic thing is this. The person was sent back after getting a P3 USA visa. Okay, so if you're the person and you're watching this video, I just need to use this story to teach others so that they won't fall into the same pit. Okay, nobody knows your name, nobody knows where you're from. All right, so after getting this visa via a popular musician entourage, they were supposed to go for a musical concert in the US, but unfortunately, the person who gave him the offer, the agent, see, it's not about agent giving you visa. It's actually about agent understanding, the nitty-gritty of these visas and how you can actually apply it. Now my daughter is looking at me. She's no longer talking. She's enjoying this presentation. Okay, fine. Let me go ahead. So they told this person that you can use this visa anytime, but unfortunately, he's not supposed to. If you got visa via a particular group that you're going for a particular function, you're not supposed to travel alone. You're supposed to travel with a group. If not the same day, it should be within 3 days. Nobody will query at the port of entry. Anyways, he was sent back and found inadmissible for 5 years after spending millions of naira. Trust me, if this person attended my seminar or had bought either my 6-in-1, I am 100% certain that the money will not go into thin air like that. Because you would have learned, you would have asked me, I'd have told you. That is why I don't actually have time for anything other than travel and tours. Even if I am sleeping, I am working. So, I'll talk about how to establish yourself in Canada. I don't want this to be too long. So, Canada visa, I'll tell you how you can actually process your Canadian visa even if you don't have any documents. So, I'll be talking about USA student visa. Do you know, with around 250-300K, you can actually process your USA student visa. Seriously. If at the seminar, I did not actually show you how you can spend less than 300K to get your visa, please don't be a coward. Right there, immediately you request for your refund of 15,000 naira, like immediately. So I'm going to talk about USA visa interview. I'll do mock interview, how to pass the interview. All right. Now the best time to apply for visa. If you don't know, you need to know now. There are sometimes you don't apply. There are sometimes you apply. See, I purposely delayed all US visa applications. These that are supposed to go for this month. My client, I purposely delayed them. Somewhere, shouting at me like, I told them, don't worry. At the end of the day, all we want is visa. And if you're able to get it, so we're going to talk about understanding documentation, most especially for Canadian visa application. If you do not understand the kind of documents you need to package together, then you are going for visa rejection. You need to be prepared for visa application. Gather the documents together. So okay, Melinda is here. I hope she's gonna say something. Okay, now I'm going to talk about how to fight and win US ban. like this is like legit for anyone, even if you have been denied visa before and the US embassy did not tell you, maybe you've been banned, please attend this seminar. It's just for 15,000 naira only. Yeah. I'm going to talk about secret about Canadian visa refusal. And no, not GEMS. It's GCMS. Look, you can Google this thing. If you've been refused Canadian visa before, you can Google GCMS notes. You will see it there. You know what it means. I'll tell you how to go about it. Some are fake, some are real. So you need to know the right one to actually apply for. Okay? Melinda, I want to say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Okay. So that is it. It's just for 15,000 naira. You can secure your seat. So the account details to make your deposit into is this GT Bank account. It's just 15,000 naira. So you pay to GTB account 021-517-6553. After payment, please, you send to my email your payment details. My email is sheyi@travels.ng. So you send your name and your payment details. Just send to my email that you paid for the December 22, 2018. Venue is in Lagos. Okay, so it's Lagos. That's where we're having the seminar. There's no other venue, no other anywhere. Alright, so once you pay, just send me the details and I'll add you to the special group. You'll be getting like times 100 value of whatever you pay, of what you're paying rather, for this seminar. I wish you all the best and I hope to host you. And don't forget, you are getting the best jollof rice in Nigeria.